We're back. I think that's might be my new motto when we get back on.
Your girl birthday was yesterday. I'm another year older.
Old lady game.
Another year finer.
Old lady game.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Did you
tag
tag
Kora?
Yeah. Hey everybody. Hey Elise. Hey Reggie.
Yeah, I had fun. Went to Denver, Colorado. Stayed in the mountains. Your girl knows how to ski now. Just call me a pro at this point.
Hello.
Not really. But I know how to ski now.
I need to learn how to ski.
So.
Did you fall at all?
No, I did not. I did not fall at all.
Look at baby.
No falling. Went skiing, rode the snowmobiles in the mountains. It was so beautiful. It was a really good time.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I'm so mad I missed out. I'm mad I missed out. I ain't missing out next time.
Don't miss out, sis.
Come on, sis.
Let's go.
I'm gonna join the wave.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So tonight's topic is going to be fun. You know, we've all been here before, whether you're a male or a female, young or old. We've all experienced a breakup.
And y'all know what? To me, a breakup is like, depending on how serious the relationship is, that'll determine like how bad it hurts. Because it hurts. It hurts. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it.
It hurts.
It hurts.
Okay, so thank you guys for last week. You know, last week was so fun. We had so much fun talking to you guys, and we hope that this week it's the same thing. Let's talk. Let's chat. Let's share our experiences. Hey, boo. So let's start with this. Let's break this whole topic up into two. You know, let's talk about if you're the person who is dumping.
If you're the breakup-er or the breakup-y.
Exactly.
So to speak.
Exactly.
If you're the one causing the heartache or if you're the one experiencing the heartache.
So which one you want to start with first?
Let's talk about the person who initiates the breakup. I think that's like the beginning of it. So a person who initiates the breakup, you have to be consistent. You have to be you have to be about it. Like, you can't say, hey, you know, things just aren't working, we shouldn't probably do this anymore, and then you try to double back, because you're always gonna double back.
Well, okay, We're gonna put double back to the side for a second.
Okay.
Because we're gonna talk about that whole doubling back thing. We're gonna talk about that. But being the person to break up with somebody is hard. You know, from experience, it's hard, especially when you're a nice person, because nobody likes to hurt anybody's feelings.
I mean, if it's causing you hurt, then you have to be the one to call it quits, though.
Yeah, and see, that's different. I don't know how you guys handle breakups, but let me just get personal. You know, I'm the person that if I have to initiate the breakup, I'm just out. I'm out.
So you're not like, once you're done.
I'm done. It's like, I don't know how to take the breakup slow. You know, because some people, you know, when they're breaking up in a relationship or whatever, they kind of pet the situation.
That's me.
It's like, yeah, we're not doing good, so let's see how this is gonna go. Me, I'm just like, I'm done.
I mean, so you just go cold turkey. You just, all communication just cease.
Cold turkey.
I can't do that.
Really?
I'm one of those people, if I say, look, this not working, you know, but we have the potential to be better, then let's try to be better.
Well, that's different. That's not breaking up. That's you're working out your problems in a relationship.
No, Kirrie, that's saying that's breaking up to me.
I guess
that's saying, like, we need to take a break. It's a breakup. We can probably get back together, but it's a breakup. I'm one of those people, I kind of like to hold on to things. Once I grow attached to something, I'm kind of holding on to that something because it's hard. I hate to invest so much of my time into a situation and, you know, we just have to call it quits. Because I'm like, dang, I done invested a year, 2 years, and why stop?
Exactly, Mom. I guess it's the Sagittarius, and you know, Kora is a Sagittarius as well, but there's always two sides to a sign, and she's on the other side.
My mama said, cut it off. Look,
that's right.
I can't cut it off if it's, you know, we doing
you
okay.
know, I'm just the I'm done type of person, but I will admit, I will be done with the relationship. I will be done with you. But if I loved you, if we had love in this, in the beginning, I may double back. Not double back being in a relationship with you. We're adults, you know. So, I may double back. But it's not to be in a relationship with you again because, like I said, when I'm done, I'm done.
So, let me ask you this. You've broken up with somebody before?
Yes, I have.
Well, how do you say that? Like, how do you say this is not working? Let's not do this anymore. Like, what is the best way for somebody to tell someone else that we don't need to do this anymore?
Okay, let's answer some Facebook questions and I'm gonna answer your question. Okay. So we have a relationship that's complicated. Even if y'all dated the past 3 years, you can still cold turkey. Honestly, yes. And I'm going to tell you guys, I'm not the normal female when it comes to this. I'm not proud of it. I'll say I'm not proud of it. It's just the way that my mind works. And it's because when I'm in a relationship, I give my all to someone. Like if I'm dating you, I'm going to give you my all because that's the type of person that I am.
Right.
So if you make me come to the point that I am done, then I have to just go cold.
See, now that's a different situation. If I feel like I'm giving you my all and it's not being reciprocated and I have to tell you multiple times, hey, I'm not happy with the way you do this, or this kind of hurts my feelings, or this doesn't make me feel good.
Well, and that's my situation every time.
I keep telling you, it's not like that for me all the time, but if I have to keep telling you and reiterating the same thing, oh, this not gonna work, because at some point it's like I'm, you know, beating a dead horse. Right. It's too much. So no.
So just like Rob said, you don't say anything, you just leave.
That's a man's mindset.
And I mean, I guess I have a man's mindset. Because I'm telling y'all, when I'm with someone, if we're in a relationship, I'm giving you my all. And that's just period. So if I get to the point where I say, you know what, look, we're done, I'm really done. Because at this point, I'm on E. And I cannot allow anybody to put me on E.
Right.
So it's like, I just have to go. And I will give you an explanation. I will give it to you later. But I'm not going to call you to talk about it or invite you to lunch so we can talk the situation out because I'm done.
I understand. And I think it's always, like you said, it's always two different sides to a situation.
Right.
If you feel like you constantly, you know, reiterating yourself and you're constantly telling the person what they're doing is not making you feel good and they're not taking the necessary steps to change those things, then by all means cut it off, because at that point it's becoming toxic.
Right.
Even if it's not. And to let everybody know, toxic does not just mean abusive or emotional abuse.
Right.
That's still an abuse. If I'm telling you, hey, you know, you're doing this and this does not make me happy, and you continue to do it, then at this point, oh, that's your character, and I'm gonna let you have that, and I'm gonna let you, you know, be the kind of person that you are, but I'm just not gonna stick around for it, period.
So it's like, if you're the person who is doing the breaking up, I would just say be stern. Whatever is your approach, because you see, we have two different approaches to the situation. And that's fine. You know, everybody handles things differently. Right. But be stern and stand stern in your approach when it comes to however you see fit to proceed with that situation. And another thing I would say is don't be so quick to decide to break up with someone if you're not 100% done.
Sure, exactly.
Because that's where things start to get messy.
they start going downhill.
Right.
Because you're breaking up with somebody and you know you're going to keep doubling back. You know that it's not over. And I think a lot of people probably speak and say that they're done just because they're angry in the moment, which relates back to last week's topic of me saying, when I'm angry about something, give me a minute. Because I'm going to break up with you if I'm mad at the moment, and then we're going to be back trying to figure it out. So give me a minute. And that's where that comes into play. So you just have to know yourself. And if you know, okay, I've done this with this person, and at the end of the day, it's not getting any better, then you leave. So I think that's where the breakup begins.
Yeah, you have to know that you're done. And see, that's why I go back to the type of person I am. If I ever get to the point where I'm breaking up with you, I'm already done. So my decision is easier, so I don't feel remorseful. You know, I feel remorseful for the specifics, but I don't feel remorseful for my decision.
Right.
Because if you love someone, of course, there are specifics that come, you know, with that relationship. So it's like, yeah, I feel remorseful because this and this and this and this, but I stand firm on my decision.
And I'm a strong believer, if it's not helping, it's hurting you.
Right.
So if it's taking away from your happiness, you can't sleep at night, or it's, you know, harming you in any kind of way, you at work and you just thinking about this situation, then that means it's not helping, especially if you two aren't able to communicate.
Right.
Communication is key. I think that's like so cliche, but that's true. Communication is key. I mean, it's key. If you can't communicate with a person, then maybe you two just aren't compatible. Maybe you two speak different love languages, which is okay. Like, y'all can still savage a friendship. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be in a relationship with that person. That's so true. I just think it's always about perception. It's about how you see things, and how you take things to be. So say me and you are in a relationship and you are like, I'm explaining to you, hey, Kirrie, you know, I really don't like when you do this. Like, that does not make me feel good. Okay, babe, I understand. I'm not going to do it no more. Then a couple weeks later, you do it again. And I tell you again. And you like, okay, you know, I'm not going to do it. And then I tell you again. At that point, I'm not telling you no more. Like I said, you made the decision. And that's just the kind of person that you are. So I accept it and I'm going to leave. We can still salvage a friendship because we're not ending on bad terms. We're just not, clearly we're not compatible. So
let me ask you this. Are you more of the type, will you be able to break up with someone? Are you someone that's able to break up with somebody?
Of course.
Okay.
If it's taking from my happiness, then I
because we have two different views on this situation. And I don't have a problem with breaking up with someone. So I just wanted to see somebody who has a different view on it. Like, are you one of those? Because some people aren't able to break up with people.
Yeah.
So you feel like you would be able to break up with somebody?
Of course. Okay. I've broken up with somebody before. So, of course, I feel like I'm very able. And it's very, you know, it can happen.
Okay.
If I feel like it's taking away from my happiness and it's hindering me of doing things that I normally would do or that I find joy in that I can no longer do, because I'm constantly worried about, you know, what you have going on or whatever, then I'm just going to have to leave.
Okay.
Period.
So let's talk about you being the person getting dumped. How many people have been dumped before?
I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
I think mine is a little weird though. It's understandable on why we ended. It was a mutual thing.
Is that to
mutual?
Or
it was mutual.
I've only been dumped once. And I still feel sad to this. Not really.
Oh God.
You know,
people really get upset when they get broken up with.
Like, how dare you try me? Do you not know who I am?
Yeah, you really got me messed up. Do you know how many people would love for us to be in a relationship together and you really got nerve to play with me?
Yeah, but it was actually, I got dumped by my first love. Though none of y'all know him, so don't try to act like you think you know who I'm talking about. Because it ain't him. I know who y'all thinking. I broke up with him. Not really. But I got dumped by my first love. And I felt so sized. Like, I'm like, how dare you break up with me? And he was 2 years older than me. So you know, he's a senior. I'm a sophomore. Shut up, Lily. It wasn't even him, Pooh. But I just felt like I was so hurt. I was like, I'm really getting broken up with? Like, who does that? And I didn't know how to handle it, y'all. I did not know how to handle it. Y'all know Facebook, like, show y'all your old statuses.
Oh, you had to go back and look at the memories?
I didn't go look at the memories. I'm saying, like, today, Facebook showed me the petty statuses I used to be
that
posting.
you made when you was selling out. Oh.
When I was sad, y'all, I used to be posting songs. I used to be like...
What was your favorite breakup song back in the day? I got like 3.
I'm trying to think.
I'm a name one. Mine was I Wish You Loved Me by Tanisha Kelly. Do you remember that song?
Yeah, but that wasn't really no breakup song for me.
That is a breakup song. Well, probably not for you, but it seemed like a breakup song. I used to hear that song and be like, "Ooh, this can't be life." Yeah. But you know,
and it was just, you know, it was horrible. I was mad, but now today we're cool. Like our families are like the bestest of friends. But that was the only person who's ever broken up with me, and I was just like, I was devastated, and I wanted to fight him.
You know what's crazy? That back in the days, even in high school, we used to think that these people we was involved with was really gonna be our husbands. That's crazy. Not even our husbands, that we really was gonna have a life together. Now that I sit back and look, very childish. If y'all in high school and y'all watching this, don't think that, because it's probably not. I'm not gonna, you know, dampen y'all moods, but y'all got a lot more life left to come. So,
well,
you know.
We're not going to talk about high school relationships.
No, I'm going to talk about high school
My boyfriend in my senior year was a good guy.
That's good.
That's all I will say.
I think I probably, if I could count, I had 2 boyfriends in high school.
Really?
You know about them.
I know.
Yeah. Those were, they were
decent guys, though. They were decent guys. We were kids, you know. You can't hold them accountable for that. They were decent guys.
Okay. We were in a relationship. I would say 2 in high school, and then after once I started like.
Did they dump you?
I actually don't remember how they ended.
Really?
I don't, and I don't want to say it's not important, because if it was, I would remember. But that's not the case. I really just don't remember how it ended. One, they went off to school,
right?
And then, but we were still together. But we just, I don't know how they.
Well, that's how my senior year boyfriend. That's how that happened. Like we were together. He went off to school to Cincinnati. I went off to school to South Florida, and it was just like
long distance.
It was long distance. You know, we stayed cool. We stayed friends. But it was like one day we hadn't talked for like a week.
That was the breakup.
He texted me and was like, "What's up?" I was like, "Dang, bro, what's up?" And he was like, "Yeah, so," and I'm like, "Dang, okay." So it was just kind of like, it was a mutual agreement because we both understood we were young. We're just starting our lives. Like, let's just end it. Let's not be bitter. And I don't think we actually said, okay, we're done. It was just kind of just like, okay, well, I'm gonna holler at you later.
That's how
later
mine
came
was.
Like a month later.
That's how
or
mine
like
was.
randomly, like in my Instagram picture. You know, just childish stuff. But being the person to get dumped, you have to be mature. You know, I was a teenager then. That was my first love, so I was very hurt. I wanted to fight him, and he had to see me about that. But now, I feel like you have to be mature about it. You have to respect the other person's wishes. There's no need to be psycho or blow up their phone or pop up to their house about, you know, a breakup, because we're adults now. We're adults now. So we have to let those things go.
Okay, so my college relationship was awesome. Me and this person, we were legit best friends, in which we still have the best relationship still to date.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended because of differences as far as in location. However, we still maintain a really good friendship, in which I'm grateful for that, because we're probably better as friends than we were together. But who's to say, like, you know, during that time it looked different. We were together, so we were like, you know, Bonnie and Clyde, in which that's still one of my best friends today.
That's good.
As far as in my adult life, college is adult life, I guess you can say.
Yeah,
a
little bit. You know, you're becoming an adult. Pre-adult.
My last breakup was it was tough. It was tough. However, we are really great friends. So I really appreciate the fact that now I see the transition in, you know, young Kora and adult Kora. Like, I can still have really good friendships with these people.
Yeah. And, like, I don't have any problem with any of my exes. Like, I don't have a problem with any of them. One, I just, you know, I personally wouldn't speak to, talk to again in life. But I don't dislike them. I don't hate them.
You wish people well, and
I wish them well.
And
I just, you know, everybody else, you know, I'm cool. We're cool. And that's how you know when you've grown. It's like, I will scroll down social media and I will like their pictures with their family. Like, oh my God, look at such and such. Like,
right.
You know, married, have kids. Like, that's good. That's great. You know, I'm happy for you. You know, live your life. And that's another thing. Do y'all believe that you should follow your exes on social media? Y'all let me know. Let me know what y'all think about that. What's your opinion on that?
I'm going to just revert back to my last two past relationships. Me and one person, we don't follow each other on social media anymore. However, we stopped following each other on some. It was very petty, but we just never refollowed each other, but we still keep in good contact.
That's good.
Like, we talk a lot. So, and then it's like the other, he doesn't have social media. Thank God. I love when a man does not have social media. It's so drama free. I love it. I love it here. So yeah, as far as exes goes, I don't have problems when it comes to social media in those regards. So
yeah, like, I don't see a problem with following, you know, your ex on social media. I just personally don't. I'm cool with that. Like, I don't think you should try to keep up with that person. And if you're still in the beginning stage, I will say this. If you're still in the beginning stage, you should not be following them.
You don't think so?
No, I do not think so. Because we, as people, are petty. And we don't even understand or know sometimes when we're being petty.
Explain that, though.
Okay, I'll explain. With my last breakup before, you know, my fiance, went down my Instagram a few months ago, just looking at old pictures, and I stumbled upon some of the pictures that I knew were after me and him broke up, and my captions were just so petty, and I'm like, wow, Kirrie, why were you doing that?
Right.
Really? Like,
because you knew it was gonna get seen.
And I'm like, don't do that. And I was like, it's probably because he was probably throwing shade as well. We had just broken up. And we were still following each other on social media. And it's like, I think you should take a break until after you feel like it's appropriate. I'm not saying like, okay, in 30 days, I'm going to go back and follow him. No.
Because if you're doing that, you're not over the situation.
You're not over it. If you just so happen to stumble across their page, or you know, they stumble across your page, it's fine.
It's stalking.
No, it's not always stalking.
Because my thing is, regardless, men still, everybody make it out to be like females just go and look for stuff. Men go and look for stuff too. Even if you're not following them, I'm pretty sure they still go and try to find a way to look at your stuff.
We got an answer on Instagram.
They said, no, you should never follow your ex. Once it's over, it's over.
I mean, I understand.
I don't really dictate a lot off social media when it comes to stuff like that. Like, if we following each other, then so be it. I'm speaking at this age now. If we're following each other, then so be it. If we not, then even better. But I won't make it out to be a big thing. My captions will not be based upon you. And maybe you were doing that because you were younger. You're more experienced. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
So now you wouldn't even be like, you know.
And I mean, and me and him not breaking up.
Right. So, but as for me, like, I don't think I would. It wouldn't bother me. You on social media, I'm on social media too. Let's just avoid each other. We can still be friends because eventually, you know me. I'm always down for a friendship. I ain't gonna just egg shot. So.
Okay. Well.
Oh wait, we didn't talk about how to handle a breakup. What steps do you take to handle breaking up? So some steps that I take is, my first thing would be, I don't press myself to try to get over a situation. I used to do that in the past. Like, okay, Kora, it's been 3 days. Like, you should get up and get running. Like, you should be, you know, up and moving. I don't do that anymore. I kind of just let time do its thing and just take it a day at a time.
Okay.
Another thing that I do, though, is affirmations. I think those are very important. I do those on a regular basis, not even just, you know, after a breakup, but just speaking life into yourself and speaking, you know, these positive things. Like, yeah, yesterday may have been bad, but I'm going to make a better day out of the day, period. And you just tell yourself these positive things because you're going to feel down, especially if it's something you've invested so much time and energy into. I like to meditate. That's like I do that in the morning, but I still think even after a breakup is very essential. What else? I like to write, so I'm gonna write it out. Now I'm gonna sell out in my. I always got a journal. Sell out in my journal. Yeah, you got me messed up, blah blah blah. But then I'm gonna leave it in the past. I'm gonna leave it where it said. I'm not gonna send a mass text of what I said on the paper. So
yeah. I mean, like I said, I just think when it comes to handling the breakup, especially if you're like me, if you're the person who, when you're done, you're done. I just say stand firm in what you said. You know, if you really feel like that relationship is over, stand firm in that. You know, don't make that decision until you are 100% sure about that decision. Because you don't want to play with people's feelings either. And I would just say, don't play with people's feelings. Like, that's just crazy. It. Like, just don't play with their feelings. People like, crazy. If that's something that you're the person who's breaking up, like, just stand firm in it. Do what you got to do. Move on. Let that person move on. And allow them time to move on. Like, if they text you every now and then for that next week, understand that they have feelings as well. You know, don't play on their feelings, but understand they have feelings. Funny story right quick on that. No names. Me and a particular person had broken up, and he sent me a picture of some slides. And he was like, yeah, you like these? You think these look cute?
You know what you're doing.
It was literally a picture of his feet and some slides. And I was like... I was like, oh, he couldn't think of a better way, you know, to try
a better way to get my attention.
Yeah, to try to have a conversation. But I was sensitive to his feelings about that.
Wait, so like, you said you broke up with him or he broke up with you?
No, I broke up with him.
So he knew he was doing.
So it was just like, hey, you like these? And I understood, you know, that it was him trying to feel the situation out. So I respected that. And I played them. I'm like, oh yeah, they're cute. Look at you. Finally wanting to wear some sandals. But I thought it was weird. But you have to understand that people have feelings. So, you know, for the next week.
So even if you know you're done, they still have to go through their healing.
Yeah.
I would have kept it brief and just be like, those are nice, you know.
Exactly. And that's what I did. And you know, even if he just wanted to reach out because he was having one of them days. He used to us talking every day. I understand.
Right.
I'm going to respond to your text. Now, I'm not going to meet up with you, but I'm going to respond. I will respond to your text because I get it.
So he said we def got feelings.
Yeah, and men try to act like they don't have feelings about the situation, but y'all are human. Y'all are just men. Y'all are males, so y'all have feelings about these situations.
Let me ask a question.
What's your question?
If y'all know y'all have feelings and y'all, you know, actually will be hurt, why y'all play so hard like y'all don't care? So then when we do leave, y'all trying to beg to come back. Like, why weren't you having the same energy during that process? Why would you push a person away and then once they're done, you try to come back? Why not display that? Like, isn't it a little too late? Don't you think? Like, men do that.
They do. They try to act like they don't care. Well, men, why do y'all do that?
Why?
And maybe this is a topic we can bring a man on about later, and just talk to them about, like, why do y'all act like you don't care in a breakup?
I think it's an ego thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you ask me. Cause, well, E said, do you believe y'all believe in getting closure after a breakup? I'm all for closure.
I feel like there's definitely closure in a breakup.
But when you speak of closure, it's different kinds of closure. You know, some closures be like, hey, what you doing? Let's link up and let's... No, we can do closure via phone. We can talk on the phone. We don't have to see each other to do closure.
I swear.
Because that's not home.
I swear to God, I hate when people be like, can we just talk about it face to face?
Because you know, you're not going to woo me.
Right.
You're not going to get me.
I don't want to talk about it face to face. Like, let me see you just text message. Leave me alone.
Right.
Devon said because we got taken advantage of before. And that's true. I can believe that. Men have been hurt before too. So I can understand that you feeling like I've been hurt before, so I don't want to act like I care.
But you can't do that. You can't just let you getting hurt before hinder you from what's going on in your future. Yeah, these may be things from the past, like high school. Yeah, you may have gotten hurt, but you have to move on. You have to get over that. This next person more than likely won't be like the last person. And if they are, you should see the signs in the beginning that you try so hard to ignore just because you really like this person. If you see signs, you need to address those signs. Speak with, your partner about those signs. Let them know, hey, I've been through this before. I'm not trying to do this again. If you see a pattern, did it.
He talk about my
mothers meet up to get closure, end up getting drunk, have sex, then get back together.
And that's why. And see, that's the truth. Like, oh my God. That is the truth. Like, you will be like, oh, we done. As soon as you see that person, y'all just fall back into your old habits.
It's always sexual. It always turns into a sexual thing.
Because that's connected to your emotions.
And that's sad.
It's connected to your emotions.
That's sad.
Devon said, I hate that. Some guys are childish. And they are. And as adults, we should just be able to talk about our feelings.
Yeah.
And I just really feel like that. Like, we should be able to talk about our feelings when it comes to these situations. And if I hurt you, let me know.
Right.
If you don't think that we should end this right now, let me know. Fight for it.
Yeah.
If this is what you really
people to fight for
want, then fight for it. If it's not, then cool. Because you could definitely miss out on the person you're supposed to be with because you feel like you don't want to fight for it.
Letting your pride get in the way.
Right.
That's a pride thing. It's an ego thing. It's a bit of everything, if we're going to be honest. So,
but if you like me, when you're done, you're done.
She said what she said.
I said what I said. But no, I'm still a softie at heart. Like, me too. For real.
I'm not meant to be a hot girl and celebrate hot girl summer and be a city girl. I'm not meant for that lifestyle.
You ain't no city girl?
I ain't no city girl.
Zevron said, a lot of straight men think that having feelings or showing emotion is a sign of weakness. And that's true. That kind of plays off what Devron said. It's like the other Devron. I forgot both of y'all names, Devron. They've been hurt before. So showing that vulnerability is like, it's weak. Like, I'm not going to be weak. If she want to be done, we can just be done.
But at the end of the day, where does that get them?
Nowhere.
You're not gonna get nowhere. I just don't find. It's not that I don't have sympathy. I have sympathy for men. However, I just feel like at some point take accountability and say, I did this wrong. That person did this wrong. I'm not taking this into my next relationship.
Yeah.
I have to do that for myself. Like, stand up and take accountability. We are adults. Going in our 30s. Like, we have to start taking accountabilities for our actions. So, change it all.
I agree.
Switch it up.
I agree. So, anything else you want to lay out there on the table for the people?
No. I think I have spoken. This was a crazy topic.
It was. We have a comment on Instagram.
Elise said, showing vulnerability even after you've been hurt shows strength, in my opinion. I've heard that.
That's good. I like that.
I've heard that.
I like that.
You know, it's some men who can't find themselves to show that emotion, to show vulnerability.
Now, I will say that men tend to show their emotion later. Where women,
when it's
in the
over.
beginning, we're like, I'm hurt. You've hurt me. I need to get this out. Like, I'm ready to go off on you now.
Yeah.
Where men, it's like sometimes weeks later. Like I said, when I got that picture of his foot in a sandal, that was like probably like a week later. And I was like, well, what, last week you was all cool.
Not this week you want to be friends.
Last week you was cool, you know, after about the third attempt, you were done trying to talk about it. Now this week you showing me your foot.
Yeah, we not doing that.
So it's like
we not doing
that's
that.
a week later.
That is something we are not doing.
Right. Oops. I was almost about to reply to him.
So yes, y'all, how to handle a breakup. It's not easy, but
yeah,
my personal opinion, just give it all you got. Stop, keep going. Don't feel bad for yourself. Just think about it. 2 months from now, this situation won't matter. 2 years from now, you may even have forgotten about this situation. So,
but I feel like every relationship is a lesson. You have memories, you know, with different people, different situations. So that's one of the reasons why I will keep saying, you know, stand firm in your decision. If you're the person who is breaking up with them, or if you're the person who got dumped, stand firm in knowing that, okay, maybe this was not meant to be.
Right. And
like,
it's okay, y'all.
It's okay to be single.
It is okay.
And a lot of people struggle with that. Like, nobody really, I haven't met one person who say, yeah, I like to be single. I haven't met them.
You know what? I think that's a personal issue when people feel as though they have to always be in a relationship. People like that, and they feel like, okay, me and this person broke up. Now I'm about to go reach out to my ex, and I'm about to. That's a problem, and that's something you don't have to. Before you think about getting in another relationship, you need to kind of check yourself,
because there was nothing wrong with being single.
Yeah, it's really not. It's not. I think being single just shows you a lot about yourself. You spend more time with you, so you learn about what it is you like and what it is you don't like and what upsets you. So I think being single is a lesson within itself. So
definitely. So we wanted to throw an idea out there to you all. We're also going to post it on our pages to get your feedback. But of course, we want to bring an event to you all for the first time next year, sometime next year. So we just want to see how you guys feel about it.
So we sat at the round table and we talked, and we've come up with the decision to possibly host a speed dating event. We think that it'll be really nice. It's something new, because I feel like in Jacksonville we don't do a lot of things. So it's something different for the city. It's something different to, you know, partake in and to just spend time doing. So if y'all are down to do speed dating, let us know.
Yeah, definitely let us know your feedback on it.
It's
Lisa
harmless.
Said on Facebook, my cousin Lisa, she said it's a time for self-love. Being single is definitely a time for self-love.
I agree.
Because my time of being single, you know, I had fun, but it also made me change the type of men that I liked.
Right.
So that was definitely a time of reflection for me. Like, I was used to a certain type of date and a certain type of man. And after I was single, I definitely changed my taste in what I liked in men. So
it's a self-realization.
Yeah.
It's definitely a self-realization.
But you guys let us know, like, how do you feel about speed dating? Like, is that something that you will be a part of if you're a single person, single male or female? Is that something that you would be interested in? Is that something
we
that
in love. So
is
y'all
that
like the idea?
Is that something that you could see yourself inviting you and your single friends
to just a evening of speed dating? And I think
dating.
speed dating is, we don't have to take it so serious. We don't have to take it as though, okay, I met this person at speed dating, this is who, you know, I have to spend the rest of my life with. Who's to say that you may not meet somebody that you really, really like? But it is something fun. It's something new to do. So it's definitely something to consider.
Okay. So y'all let us know about that. We're gonna post it, but let us know. Hey, okay, hey Kiki girl.
Hi Kiki.
It's my sister child. So we're going to pull. There will be no episode next week.
I know.
We're taking our week break.
Taking a hiatus.
Yeah, we're taking our break. So we will be back December the 13th after tonight's episode.
The 10th. December 10th.
Oh, Lord, I'm loud and wrong.
Baby going into the weekend. You must be ready to relax.
You know I'm ready December 13th? Because me and Tommy been talking about December 13th all day. Because we trying to plan stuff.
Oh, my goodness.
My bad.
December 10th, y'all.
December 10th. So
join us again.
We're going to do another poll to decide on the two topics
we're gonna vote on. We're going to do 2 polls. So y'all can vote about speed dating
as well. So
I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Something telling me to do this one. Da-da-da-da. First love.
So that's option number 1. You got to shake it up for me.
Oh.
You got to shake it. Let's see.
You was going to let me finish shaking it?
Oh, my
She's
bad.
so angsty, y'all.
I just dug my hand in there.
What does it say?
Does body count?
Oh, Lord.
So these are some good ones. So
that's a topic that I don't know. I want to, well, not for me per se, not for me. I'm just saying as far as seeing what people have to say on social media, because I don't want to, I'm not going to judge y'all. But
so we're going to put the polls up, you know, to get your ideas on speed dating. And then we're going to put another poll up if you all would like to discuss your first love, or would you like to discuss does body count? And then some upcoming things that we're going to be doing. The top of next year, we're going to be adding people on to our sessions, our live sessions. So be on the lookout to who we will be collaborating with. We're going to be inviting some of our viewers to come on.
So y'all stay tuned.
Discuss topics with us. So we have some big things coming next year.
It's gonna be fun.
We appreciate the support. So
yes.
See y'all again December what?
10th.
Not the 13th, the 10th.
December
Bye
10th.
y'all.
See y'all later.